Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel, where we break down significant legal cases and issues to help you stay informed and stay empowered. Today we are discussing a shocking case from Singapore involving Derek Ho Chap Hock, a former operations manager who exploited migrant workers in one of the largest kickback schemes ever investigated by the Ministry of Manpower. Let's dive into the details of this case and explore the broader legal and ethical implications. Derek Ho was recently sentenced to 24 weeks in jail after being convicted under the Employment of Foreign Manpower Act. Between 2014 and 2020, Ho demanded kickbacks amounting to nearly 400,000 from 57 migrant workers as a condition for renewing their work permits. His fees range from $1,500 to $3,000 per worker who earned only $350 to $500 per month, leaving them in crippling debt. A staggering $326,000 in cash was recovered from his home during an MOM raid. This guy acted out of sheer greed, exploiting the workers' fear of losing their employment. These workers came to Singapore to earn an honest living, and instead they were met with exploitation. Whole scheme began in 2014 when he collaborated with a colleague, Rakibul, to devise the scheme. Together, they implemented a system where renewal fees were demanded from workers. Ho kept the majority of these fees, while Rakibul and later accomplices took smaller cuts. In 2018, Shamim, a site supervisor, was brought in as a replacement. And in 2020, Ho enlisted two more workers, Dar Newton and Ahmad Rana, to collect fees. What makes this case particularly egregious is that Ho pressured his accomplices into the scheme by subjecting them to the same fees. Under Singapore law, specifically the Employment of Foreign Manpower Act, demanding kickbacks from employees is strictly prohibited. Such acts exploit vulnerable workers and undermine the integrity of our employment system. In this case, Ho received a jail term of 24 weeks, which some may argue is lenient considering the extent of the harm caused. His accomplices, however, were barred from working in Singapore. The Ministry of Manpower has condemned these actions, emphasizing their commitment to protecting migrant workers. Adrian Quack, MOM's divisional director, reiterated that employers demanding payments from their workers is not only reprehensible but also illegal. Now let's discuss the broader implications of this case. First, it highlights the vulnerability of migrant workers. Many are unaware of their rights or fear retaliation if they do report abusers. This underscores the importance of education and accessible legal resources for workers. Second, it raises questions about deterrence. Is a 24-week sentence sufficient to dissuade others from engaging in similar schemes? Given the sheer scale of Ho's exploitation, a stronger sentence might have sent a clearer message. Finally, this case is a stark reminder for all employers. Greed-driven exploitation will not go unnoticed or unpunished. Singapore prides itself on its fairness and rule of law, and this case reinforces that ethos.